Kunjan from Akola, Maharashtra.
Johnson from Kerala. Akash Gupta from Prayagraj.
Kritika from Kolkata.
Marshi Naguri, and I am from Ahmedabad, Gujarat.
Manoj Singh Bhadoria from Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh.
Vinay Yadav from Delhi.
Atika and from Hyderabad, Telangana.
Ayush Gupta from Gorakhpur.
Hargav Javi from Mumbai.
Tanmay Mehta from Vadodara.
Arpan Adak from Kolkata, West Bengal.
Last 15 days of my CAT prep was split into two halves, 1 week and the other week. The first week was spent on revising all the core topics and the mistakes I had made in past mocks. The second week was spent in doing the previous year mocks to benchmark myself against what the level of the CAT.
My advice for last 15 days for the CAT. First, to revise your mocks that you have given in the past. And second, do not start an utterly new topic. You will not be able to complete within the time.
As the D-Day approached, I started reducing my rigor. So for last 15 days, I tried to allocate at least a couple of hours just to revise stuff, and I appeared for few more.
So in the last 15 days before CAT, I tried to give just one or two mocks, and in those I didn't really focus on the questions. I just focused on what mistakes I was doing, and I tried to rectify them.
I aimed for a 95 to 100 raw score in the actual exam, and I used to score around 85 to 90 raw score in the mocks.
Scores are always not a proper representation of your CAT score. So it would be better to not consider them completely, but it can give you a good idea of which subjects you are weak at and you can work on them.
During the mock test, my scores are highly fluctuating, but I think that depends on how the toughness of the paper is at that point of time. In the actual CAT, I don't think that would be a problem, and you can keep your chin up and appear for the test.
So the mock exams are never a real representation of what you will actually score. My mock scores actually range from 40 percentile and it gradually increased till 80-85 percentile, and on the actual D-Day I ended up scoring a 97.6 percentile. So never be disheartened by your mock scores. It's all on what you do on the exam day.
So you must analyze your strengths and weaknesses first through mocks, and then try to attempt the questions in which you are strong first, so that you secure a minimum number of marks. And if time permits, then you must go for the areas in which you are.
Worked on my strategy that I had in mind so that I can improve my accuracy, and at the same time I try to develop a presence of mind to skip difficult complex questions.
So I had one simple exam taking strategy, which was to know my strengths. So it helped me in managing time during the actual paper, because I knew what to leave.
While solving the verbal ability and reading comprehension section, I would usually first solve the questions which related to grammar instead of solving the comprehension, because it takes more time, as well as solving other questions helps you get into the base of VARC section.
For VARC, try to enjoy the passages. When you will enjoy the passage in exam, only then you will be able to make correct inferences about the passage. And for the VA question, you can try to do questions with utmost accuracy. If you are not sure about attempting them, do not even try.
Went for the VA questions first, as the questions themselves were very short and they provided a sort of a good warm-up for the upcoming RC questions. And for preparing for the VARC section, I just recommend reading anything you like. I used to read a lot of cricket articles as well, and that sort of helped me during my prep.
While attending the DILR section, the most important part of it is choosing the correct set. The choice of the correct set would lead to a perfect timing. Otherwise, you will end up in the same set and would not get a perfect answer. In that case, you need to spend the first 5 minutes in choosing the sets and then attend the set in which you are most confident in.
I implemented a strategy where I used to go through each and every set in the paper, which helped me to choose the particular set which I can solve easily, rather than spending a time on a set which later I cannot solve.
Skim through the set in 2-3 minutes and analyze whether you are able to solve it or not. Once you feel that you are able to solve it, you need to solve it within the next 2 minutes, and if you are not able to solve it, it means that it is a difficult set, and skip to next round of the set. The main important thing in LRDI is that AGOI. It is highly important that you accurately answer whatever set you do.
My quant strategies that helped me was I recognized my strengths, which was the arithmetic and algebra questions. So whenever I saw these questions going through the question sheet, I solved them. And once I reached the end, only then I went on to touch my weaknesses, which were the geometry and PNC questions. And I think this traversal between questions helped me get the most out of the section.
So I knew quantitative ability was a point of strength, so I made sure I played on those. Also, arithmetic and quadratic equation are the section which has the maximum weightage in the CAT exam, so I made sure I maximize my score in those sections.
For last minute tips, one thing I would suggest is that don't second guess yourself. Have full trust on you that whatever you are marking is right. Focus on your strength and give the paper with full confidence.
So regarding the D-Day, CAT is just an aptitude test. You need not stress too much about it. Try to be at your natural best. Try to be as relaxed as possible, and then you can obviously have a good attempt at CAT.
So the CAT exam is not just testing your academic abilities, but it is also testing your ability to manage stress. So you need to stay calm on the day of the exam, and also on the last day of the exam, please don't stress yourself and go out, watch some movies, watch some light-hearted movies, so that you can give the exam in a very composed manner.